what advice do you have for people coming into the industry, or people that have been in the industry? I like, and this is coming from a perspective of, I love that you have mac and cheese, and you've seen all sides of it, right? Now you're doing a super successful agency with these giant clients, a lot higher end. Coming from where you've come, where do you see the big weakness with a lot of new agents, and what would the big eye-opening advice be?
So a couple things. Number one, I think it's lack of support. New agents coming in, most agencies just don't have the infrastructure necessary to train somebody the right way to do things. And so I think you see a lot of people that could be very successful in the industry flounder because they don't have the ability to learn the way that they need to learn. I think one of the reasons why I was able to learn quickly is because that's just who I am. I don't let grass grow under my feet, and I had something to prove, because when a dozen agencies say, no, sorry, we think, if we were going to hire anybody, it would be you. But, I even had one guy tell me that I got back to me through a recruiter, that he just didn't think I had the backbone to be successful in the industry. And so that was a fun time, because I then immediately targeted every single one of his agency's largest accounts when I got to the point that I could do that. And every time I took one, I'd send him a dozen roses and a thank you card for motivating me every day. So, but I think to that point, there really is, there's not a lot of tools out there from an agency perspective, unless you go searching for things to augment what you can get at work on your own. The other thing I would say is believe in yourself and that you can do it. One of the biggest things I remember, if I go back to when I was just at 30 years old in this industry, calling on an account where they do $50 million a year in revenue, and I've got a meeting with the CFO, and I'm looking around at all of the people that work there and the equipment that they have and all of this stuff. And I physically got sick because I'm thinking to myself, I'm completely unqualified to be here. I have no business talking to this guy. And the fact of the matter is that the only person that believed I didn't belong there was me. And when I got it through my head that this guy's already validated my existence by accepting an appointment with me, go in there and clean his plow and take his business, then all of a sudden it became a lot easier. But that was a defining moment for me. And then once I went through that, I'll never forget that day. Once I went through that, I never got the butterflies again. I never had a problem going in and talking to people, because what I knew was what my talking points were. And I think that a lot of times, even with my guys, remember, they're not insurance experienced guys, they're sales guys. And so when they go in, I think there's that point in your career where you're worried about, what people are going to ask you that's going to make you look stupid if you're put on the spot. Here's what I know. In nearly 20 years of doing this at this point, there's never been a time I've made a cold call marketing drop. The CFO's come out, shook my hand, and immediately asked me about the technicalities of an additional insured endorsement, right? It's never happened. And so, I think that people just need to believe in themselves and believe that they can do it, and make themselves bulletproof. Just go do it. That's it.